Hello everyone, welcome to Web Dev Fundamentals Workshop, Lesson 1. Today we will be looking at basic tags in HTML, and by the end of this lesson you'll be able to create a simple page in HTML. The objectives for today's lesson would include setting up CodePen. This is what we will be using to code and see results on our web page, some basic HTML and body tags, and different types of lists. CodePen is an online editor tool. That means you don't need to install or download anything. You can simply go to your web browser and type codepen.io, and it should take you to this website where you can sign up for free if you already don't have an account with them. So we're just going to go here, click sign up, and here we could either sign up with Gmail, GitHub, Facebook, or simply an email. I'm going to go and sign up with my Gmail account, and this is pretty straightforward. It should take you here where you can have a tutorial here, but we're just going to skip that. And yeah, so basically what happens here is that you can see your results in immediately in real time as you code. So this white space is supposed to be a web page, and this is for HTML, this is for CSS. CSS is for styling, which you will learn in later lessons, and this is JavaScript. So this is where we're going to code today in HTML box, and you can save this file for now as lesson 1, and you hit enter, that's saved, or you can additionally save it here as well. And yeah, so that's going to be saved, and now we can just use the free version. And if you go to your home page, this is where you'll find all your work. Yeah, this in your work, and yeah, pretty much it. Lesson 1. And yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and start with the lesson for today. So in our second half of our lesson, we would be looking into HTML and body tags and different types of lists. Now, to start off, think of your HTML page as one big box, and you can divide this box into different sections so that you can lay out your information more nicely. To start off, let's say this HTML page could be divided into a header, body, and a footer sections to start off, and CodePen already divides the header and body sections for you. So to add off any information on the header section of your web page, you simply go to this settings button here, and you click on this, and here you type in whatever you want to add to your header section. So let me just say welcome to lesson 1. You hit save and close, and you should see this on your results tab here on your web page. And if you want to add anything to your body section of the web page, you simply type it here. This is a body blah blah blah. Yeah. And it should save here. But yeah, and also just to remind you, you can turn on the autosave option so that it refreshes automatically and you don't have to click save every single time you make a change for it to be shown here, basically. Yeah, so this is what happens, but now as you can see is that the header and body is like in the same line, and this doesn't look nice. I want this to be on its own different line and treat it as a separate paragraph on its own. So what we could do is add tags. Now tags are basically referring to the smaller sections on this big box that we were talking about. So there are HTML tags, which is basically, let me just show you. If you're writing in like a VS Code, then you would need these tags. So HTML, and let's say the same goes for head as well. And the same goes for body as well. So in VS Code, this is what it would look like, and we would have stuff here. Then ta-da-da, and Yeah, this is what it would look like, but since we're using CodePen, we don't need all of this stuff because it already does it for us. So we're gonna simply assume that whatever we add onto this box is simply added to this part of the code here. So yeah, so every tag has a opening and a closing tag, and what this means is that, just a second. Yeah. So what this means is that the opening tag opens with like these two bracket things, and you name the tag inside here. And closing one is simply the same, but it comes with a forward slash. And this is a tag. It always comes in this pair. So hopefully that made sense. So to create a paragraph, you're basically creating another small section inside the body section of the web page. So to do that, you create paragraph tags. So yeah, this is how you create a paragraph tag, and if you add this thing here, yeah, as you can see now, it's on a completely different line, and it would be treated as its own paragraph. So yeah, you can create multiple paragraphs like this, and no matter how short the sentences are, it will be created as different paragraphs. Now, this is for paragraphs. Let's say you want to create a heading in the body section. You want to have headings. You could use the H1 tags for the headings. So H1 is for the heading, and like paragraphs, what happens here is that this is a heading. Yeah, so what happens here is that it's just in a bigger font size, and actually HTML comes with like 6 different heading sizes. So it goes from H1 to H6. So it's like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. And yeah, and H1 being the biggest font size, and then H6 being the smallest font size. Actually, I can show you. Okay, and also one more good thing about CodePen is that if you edit the tag here, it automatically edits this here as well. So yeah, that's good. And let's say I want to show you the 6 as well. Yeah, as you can see, it's like 3 different sizes, but basically, yeah. That's how you create headings and paragraphs. Now, actually, we could have used lorem ipsum, but it's fine. Okay, anyway, now let's say you want to highlight few important parts of your paragraph. Let's say you want to make them bold or like italic or whatever. What you do is that again you create a further smaller section for the bold part of your paragraph, and you do this by introducing the bold tags. So there are 2 types of tags to do this. One is the strong tag, and one is just called the B for the bold. So for strong, wait. So that's strong, yeah. So what happens with, so as you can see here, it's just that the body paragraph is like bolded out of this single sentence. The strong tags make an emphasis. It's like a semantic importance in this sentence. But if you use a B tag, let's say here, so if you use a B tag here, it also bolds your text, but the thing is it doesn't have any importance. It's just a, what do you say, visual boldness, I guess, to the text. To be honest, you should actually do this in CSS where you use the font weight and you say bold and then apply the styling to this part of the thing. But yeah, you're going to learn that later. For now, in HTML, if you want to bold something without using CSS, you can use it. And it's the same for italics. There are, again, two types of doing this. One is the emphasis, whereas the semantic importance of words in a sentence, and you can just say EM for emphasis. And what it basically does is that it makes them go in italics. Or you can simply use I, which again doesn't have any semantic importance, it's just visual appearance. Again, you can do this in CSS, but if you just want to use HTML, you can do this. So yeah, basically this is how you create your very simple web page. To sum this all up, let's say this is a heading, and let me actually create two different paragraphs so that you guys can take a screenshot. Ta-da. And this would be B, yeah. If you could see the difference. Yeah. And these are just paragraphs and like simple sentences. Let's say you want to create a list, like a grocery list or whatever. And there are two types of lists. You can choose either like unordered, which is basically like a bulleted list. It's not numbered. And then the other one is like ordered, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For that, again, you need to create another small section inside this body section for the list. And for the ordered list, what you do is that tag would be OL, ordered list, and you close the tags. And inside here, for every item in the list, you have to again use the tag LI to name something. So as you can see here, it's already list like number 1 because it's an ordered list. Let's say it's a colors list, and I can just say red. And if I want to add another item, I can just say blue, and it shows here 1 and 2 is blue. And if I want another, I can just say green. It shows you green over here. This is how you do ordered list. And let's say let's say I don't want a numbered list and I want a bulleted list, then all I have to do is change this into unordered. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, all I have to do is UL instead of OL for unordered list. And I close the tags here, and inside here again, for every item in the list, I need to use the LI tags. You close it again, and then here I can say fruits. Let's say apple. Can't be asked. What do you want? Banana, is that a fruit? I don't know. Okay, anyway. So again, now you can see it's a bulleted list. So this is how you do it. And again, if you want to have another paragraph after these lists, you can do so. And we can just be like, this is the end of lesson 1. Hooray! So yeah, this is the end of lesson 1, and hope you understood and I haven't rambled too much. But if you do have any questions, please leave it in the comments, as comments below, and you can always email us. But yeah, this is what it is. And as practice question, I would ask you to create your resume on a web page. So use your heading as a resume, as the resume heading. Put your name, email, LinkedIn, whatever here, and you can use different font sizes. as main heading and subheadings, and type out your resume and list your skills and qualification as, yeah, I would say unordered lists so that it looks professional. But yeah, and there would be a step-by-step worksheet for this linked somewhere, and you can also find a end result, kind of like a solution, what it's supposed to look like and stuff. Of course, it's your resume, so you can tailor it to however you want, format it however you like. But yeah, what we would be showing is like a very simple template, and it's very customizable. But yeah, so there'll be a template and the HTML code for the solution, so you could see where you're wrong and how you actually can format yours. But yes, thank you so much for making to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Bye bye.